Hey guys, welcome to Split. Today we are unboxing a few new members of the Samsung Galaxy family. We're looking at the Z Fold 6, the Buds 3, the Galaxy Watch Ultra, and a few other randoms that came in the pre-order deal we got. Let's go, let's get it. Okay, first up we have the Samsung Z Fold 6. This is the latest iteration of Samsung's foldable phone series. Well, the big one. It does have a few changes, but as you can probably tell from my voice, there is not much that I'm really excited about. There are things I like, and a lot I don't. But more of that in the full review. For now, let's focus on what's in the unboxing. So, we have a box holding a USB-C cable, a SIM ejector tool, because that's really important for some reason, reading materials, and that is it. North of $2,000 and no power brick because trillion-dollar firms want us to pay more for less. Do I sound bitter? I'm not bitter. Who's bitter? You're bitter. Moving on. Then there's the phone itself, of course, in all its foldable glory. I went with the blue because of the deep, technical, complicated reason being that I like blue. Okay, moving on. It is pretty much identical to the last iteration. Slight changes to the internal specs, and I mean slight. Not sure how it ended up costing more, but again, let's get into that into the full review. I don't know what's going on with you, Samsung, we gotta talk. Next up, something maybe slightly a bit excited for, but you never know how it goes, is the the Galaxy Watch Ultra. The Samsung Watch for Android fans who are too ashamed to buy Apple Watch Ultra. I'm kidding. Well, not really. Am I?
One eternity later.
In the box, you have two boxes. One containing the watch band. This is the orange version, which tells everyone you have an Ultra, and much harder to combo with any outfit you have. The second box contains the watch head itself, the one that sort of looks, well, people claim it looks like an Apple Watch, but scratch that. Okay, so there's also another box holding the charging cable and more reading material. The watch face is covered in sapphire crystal in a big casing, 47 millimeters titanium squircle. There's a big dedicated action button on the right. I know Apple fans just wanna say, as an Apple copy. And it doesn't turn, which is what's annoying. It looks like a dial, it just doesn't turn. It's just a button, you can only press it. I think it's weird that you would get rid of the rotating bezel, being one of the coolest things about Samsung watches that make them feel a bit more like traditional watches. I think that was a really unique sell, and getting rid of it, especially for your flagship watch, well, there are technical reasons. You don't want dust, sort of griming in the middle if this is supposed to be your outdoor, but you should have thought about it when you were making it. I'm just saying. But moving on. However, this design, is it really copying Apple? Because if you think about it, remember the Gear Sport, the Samsung Gear Sport? That's where this original squircle thing first came into being, and they sort of dropped that along the way. I don't know what happened, but more about that in a hands-on review. Now, the straps, they click on without pressing a button at all, which is cool, and you just got to press one button to take them off, which makes it convenient. We got here. After 7 iterations, we got here. Check out my full review to know if this thing is really worth the price tag it's shelling out. Next on the list is the Buds 3. So first thing, at least they sorted out their naming convention, which used to bug me. Buds 2, Buds 2 Pro, Buds 2 Pro and a half, whatever. This is just Buds 3, and then there's a Buds 3 Pro. So when you open the box, you have the earbuds, in the case, and there's USB-C charging cable, no tips because you don't need that. It's not that type of party. These are sort of just hang out in your ear. They're not gonna block your ear. They're not in ear. They're not gonna block your ear canal. It's really Apple AirPods style design. They caved. They caved because the stem down here picks up more audio, period. It's just better. But they try to make it a bit weird by putting in angles and, oh wow, it's not great. But has some great parts about it, but in general, it's not great. Not great. Okay, all the extra bits for this particular pre-order package. There's a Buds 3 case that's also a bit weird because blocks the pairing port at the bottom. Again, one of those cheap things you get for free. You get a Z Fold case that happens to come in the same color as the phone I have, that houses a stylus, because the Z Fold 6, after 6 iterations, can't figure out how to park its own stylus in the body of the phone for some reason. And that's it. Watch out for my food reviews coming in hot, especially the Buzz 3. I'm very emotional about that one. Catch you all in the next one. Take care.